Let's start with the first file. So the first file is a general description about Newton's laws of motion. And at the beginning you will see a short summary about what I expect from you in terms of work every day. And finally, after that, you will see a general problem that we would like you to solve. So it means that at the end of this course, you'll be able to give us a solution to solve this kind of problem. So generally, you will see that the most important thing is that you'll be able to realize if the teeth or the prosthetic is going to break, or otherwise it's going to work in the perfect way. So you have to compare force related to some data about the teeth, which kind of material, the tooth height, enamel thickness, some properties about the enamel, and with all those data, at the end of this course, you'll be able to know if this is going to be broken or not. So after that, you will see some general concepts about the Newton's force of Newton's laws of motion, and then we will start with something that probably you'll find a little bit boring, but which is necessary you to do, which is how vectors works, because vectors is a mathematical structure, is a mathematical tool that we are going to use because fits perfectly with force behavior. So that's why we use this tool. So there is an explanation about which is a vector, but in fact a vector is an arrow with a fletching and an arrowhead. It's a fletching, it's an arrow with those parts. So try to imagine that, and probably you'll go forward with this lecture. I hope so. Otherwise, if you have any problem, of course, do not hesitate to contact me. And after that, you'll see that probably with vectors we can add vectors, subtract vectors. We will multiply vectors. But don't get nervous about that, because they are very single. We have to follow some single rules, and if we follow those rules, we'll be able to add vectors, subtraction, and multiplication, which is very, very, very easy. Additionally, you'll see some links or interesting web page you to get wider or deeper in those knowledge, but probably they are not so important, only if you are interested in that. And finally, you'll have some examples on how to add, multiply, subtraction, and so on, and of course some do it at home. I strongly recommend you to do it at home, because this is going to be the future. This is investment for the future, which is going to be next Saturday. Thank you very much, and see you along this week.